Sue and I are travelling in our post-retirement adventures with our 2 dogs, Archie and Fudge, and trying lots of new things. In the last episode, you'll have seen us deliver a birthday surprise, but now it's time to move on to our next stop in Kendal. The roads on the first part of this route are very narrow, but we soon get onto main A roads and complete our journey to Kendal, where we've booked hair appointments and are picking up food for Archie. Good morning everyone. So today we're experiencing the real downside of van life because it's absolutely chucking it down outside. And Sue's managed to do a little bit of ironing this morning. I've been playing around with YouTube and finding out stuff as you do. And we are due to get our hair cut this afternoon, which means we've got to walk about a mile down into Kendal. And yet it's absolutely chucking it down. And we've been having a little debate about whether we fill our washing bag, laundry bag, and go to the laundrette as well. But Sue's worried about whether we'll actually get it back dry, even if we put it in a tumble dryer. So as we've said previously, very conscious that we left in March and we've had an absolutely beautiful summer. Now we're going to be heading into autumn and winter, and we're going to have to get used to experiencing this kind of weather and working our way around this, living in this small space. But that's just part of the adventure, isn't it? We had a brief respite in rain, but Archie and Fudge still managed to get wet. So it's another move on day today. The weather outside is still pretty shocking. We got absolutely soaked yesterday. No filming in Kendal because it was too wet, which is a bit of a shame. We're at Morrisons now in Kendal, just stocking up for the next few days. And the next few days are going to be quite interesting because we're going to Ambleside Football Club, where they've no real facilities. They tell me there's a chemical waste point. I think I know where it is, and it might not be accessible to us. So we've made sure we've got a completely empty toilet cassette, and I've given Sue instructions. You kind of know what I mean. We're kind of quite limited with weather. We could get very, very wet, but wet people and wet dogs in vans is not great fun, as we're finding out. All part of the adventure. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we did decide yesterday we were going to stick in another load of washing at the laundrette in Kendal. Unfortunately, there was nobody in there at the time, and Sue wasn't able to get any change. So we abandoned that. We did think about going back down because I walked to Morrisons, which is really close actually to the Spital Caravan place that we stayed at. Really, really, really handy. And I bought some cinnamon buns and got a whole pocket full of change ready for the laundrette. But we abandoned the idea simply because of the weather, because it was still nearly a mile walk to get there and obviously do the washing, the laundry and get back. And where we're moving on to in Ambleside, where we'll be staying at the football club, there is a laundrette which is relatively close by. So washing later today, I'm thinking. So let's enjoy our rainy day drive to Ambleside. This journey was all along A roads and actually only took about 30 minutes. The roads were relatively quiet, unsurprising given the weather. Not sure if you can hear me above all the noise in here, but just as a quick update, laundrette in Ambleside works well. So I'm very shortly going to take the washing out and put it in the dryer, and all is good. We're in the final throes of drying now, so here goes. And gives me 10 minutes. And off we go. Park behind the football club was great for walking the dogs, but just look at the force of this stream after all the rain. So the rain has stopped and I'm back at a location where we spent a bit of time in the summer, so see if you can guess where I am. But most importantly, I've got some exciting adventure this afternoon, or later today anyway, probably late morning, and so wait and see. This water is really high. This was a beach in the summer, wasn't it? Hey, wasn't it? And I don't know if you can tell from here, but it's really fast moving. Just behind me, during the summer months, there was an island. It has completely disappeared. This river is so high.
Archie, come here! Archie! Archie, come here! Come on, Archie, what's this? What's this? Come on, Archie, what's this? Good boy! That's a good boy!
So excuse the state of the van, we've got stuff hanging up all over the place and drying because of the weather. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, give us the thumbs up. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, clang that little bell so you get the weekly notifications. We appreciate all the support that we get. And see you next time.